Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel, Belicious Budgeting. My name is Anna. I have my husband Ernie here with me today, so we're gonna do a little Q&A about our relationship and our marriage, so stay tuned. And if you're new to my channel, welcome. I focus on content such as beauty, lifestyle, and how to save money, so if you're interested, please hit the subscribe button down below. Also, give this video a thumbs up. Be sure to turn on notifications. I upload every Wednesday and Saturday, and let's just go ahead and dive right into it.
First question everybody's dying to know is, how did we both meet?
So we both have like different versions of the story up until a certain point. So I'll explain like up until the point we disagree. So we were both like working at this event. It was like a little concert in the park that we have every summer in our town. So I was working at an ice cream stand and he was working at a news station stand. And the person next to me like just knocked down all of like our stuff. So I was throwing out some waffle cones and I heard this man yell at me. Yeah, he yelled at me. He's like, hey, don't throw those away there. And I'm like, who is yelling at me? And it was this guy over here. He's like, oh, don't throw them away because I want some. I was like, okay, yeah, you can have them. So that was like interaction one. Didn't think anything of it. And then I needed some hand sanitizer. So I was going out to each booth asking if they had hand sanitizer because it's in the park. They don't really have, have that porta potties and stuff. So I went to this guy's booth and he took that as me flirting with him, not knowing I went around to other booths. It's like, oh, take my backstage pass. They have like legit bathrooms and like sinks. I was like, I'm okay. So he took that as me flirting with him. I found out later on. And then he came over to my tent and then he introduced himself as his dad's name. And then I gave him like a free ice cream and like a fresh little waffle cone. And then from there, he helped me like break down my tent. And I was like, I don't know why I told you my height. I don't know, we're just like both socially awkward. And he gave me like a little toy for my dog Marshmallow. And this is the point we both disagree. So since you are the guest, I'll let you tell your side of the story.
I'm gonna keep mine short and sweet. I helped her break down her booth. She couldn't reach because she's short. And then she gave me free ice cream, double scoop Oreo, cookies and cream. I asked for her number. She handed me her phone and like, the little keypad, whatever you type in your number. It was already open, so I was like, all right, she wants my number. So I gave it to her.
You asked me for my number.
So, I asked for her number. She, whatever, I don't know. I put her my number in, and then I gave her a dog from I gave her a dog. I gave her a toy from Marshmallow.
I wish you gave me a dog. That'd be cool.
And then the rest of it is history.
So,
I didn't yell, though.
Yes, what?
I didn't yell.
Yes, you did. Because I was like, whoa, like that like stopped me in my tracks. Anywho. Yeah. Oh yeah, he says that too. He's like, I was just hungry. Anywho. So he insists that I had like my phone ready to go for him to like type in his number. I don't remember that. So that's where we like disagree. Anywho, we exchanged numbers. And one thing too, when he was typing in his number, it was a different area code. So I was like, are you even like from here? Because that's like a few hours away. He's like, oh yeah, I live there. I'm like, you live there? And he's like, well, yeah. And then you were like, well, I live here now, but I used to live there. So I was like, oh, okay. So we're just like both like socially awkward. And then, my coworker like saw everything go down. So she saw us like exchange numbers and everything. And then the next day it was like 3 or 4 o'clock. And then I had to go to like another shift. And they're like, oh, did that guy text you? And I was like, no, honestly, I don't think anything's going to come of it. And then he texted me, hey. I'm like, it took you like 13 hours to say, hey. He didn't even say like, hey, this is Ernie, just hey. I'm like, okay, but the rest is history. The second question is, why are we so cute?
Because we love each other.
Oh, that's a good answer. Because our parents are cute. Ooh, this one's a little bit controversial. What is the most challenging thing you have done since marriage? I think honestly, like our communication, like working on that was like the biggest thing because it was not so much what Ernie and I like said to each other, but it's like how we said it, like off the bat, like I don't like that tone, or I took it this way. And like when we do like have our little arguments, I want to solve it right away. I want to talk about it right away. He needs space. So at first I just like keep like, oh no, let's talk about it. He'd get like more like upset. And I just realized, okay, he needs his space. And when he's ready, like we'll talk about it. So I think that took a while to like kind of get used to. And then also like me, I would get like very like defensive off the bat or take it the wrong way, or like the tone. Like I don't care like what you say to me. It's just like how you deliver it. So that's like another thing too. And then also like allowing him to help me, because I'd be like, no, I got it, like I don't need help. So just like allowing that, I think was like probably like the biggest like thing for us. I mean, we met each other when I was like 21 and you were like 22, 23. And so we were young. We got married at what, 24, 25? We're both like each other's longest relationships. So we were young and, you know, trying to figure it out. So I think our communication's like really good now. Like we never like cuss at each other, even like at our biggest like arguments. Like we're very respectful. Like we don't cuss at all. We don't call each other names. So I think like communication is like the biggest thing like we've worked on in our marriage. Because now we like really don't argue.
No.
It's just like little little things. But we'll get to that later.
She doesn't let me play my PlayStation.
I always let you play your PlayStation. But that's another question coming up, the thing that annoys us the most about each other. So I'll save that for that. What about you?
Priorities, or prioritizing
Oh yeah.
us first
Mm-hmm.
in the beginning. I think we realized that we come first. We're number one in our relationship.
And not like there's other people. Let me just
Yeah.
clarify. Yeah. Like
It's like-
friends and family.
Like doing things and stuff.
Mhm.
I think we need to, beforehand, it was just like, oh, and then.
Or like even the dogs. you know.
Yeah, like, but I think communication, yeah, sure, you know, I'd say
Communication's key.
communication is key. I am a communications major. But yeah, I think now, yeah, smooth sailing. I think we know how to communicate. I know we know how to put each other first. And then I just think, you know, you gotta talk to your partner and, you know, don't hold anything back. Whatever you're feeling or whatever you want to say it, but be careful how you say it, because it could come up, you know, if you use a certain tone, they're gonna take it the wrong way or get defensive. But I mean, I think prioritizing each other was a huge,
Oh yeah, made a huge impact.
yeah. But I mean, obviously we're better now.
Do you have a hall pass? No.
No.
No, never. Ooh, who's more ambitious?
I think we both are,
Yeah, like our
to our
different
certain extent. Like,
ways.
yeah, different ways. I mean, if we're not satisfied with something, we try to go after
Change
something.
it.
Yeah, we change it.
Instead of complain about it,
improve
we take action.
Yeah, we do something about it. So I'm really proud of her. You know,
Aw.
her achievements of working, you know, her promotion. So she's a hustler.
I'm a hustler. No.
And then she did motivate me to do better in school, which, you know, I did. Got all A's.
He made
when
the
I was-
dean's list.
Twice.
I was like,
So-
ooh, my man's smart, educated.
So I think we push each other.
Yeah. What am I pushing up? I think like I'm more ambitious as far as like school. Like I always have to be like perfectionist like at things, and Ernie's like way more ambitious at like, you know, doing like repairing things, like learning himself. Like he's very like self-motivated and like doesn't like ask others for help. Like he'll just figure it out himself. He's like really smart with those things. Like I never have to like tell him like, oh, can you mow the lawn? Can you like do this? He just like does it, and he just like, I don't even have to ask him. So he's just like really like a self-starter, I would say. And
I like to do certain projects around the house.
Yeah.
Or
it's not like,
So-
oh, if I ask him like, oh, I want to do this around the house, like I can't drill and build things. Like he built all of our IKEA furniture. Like he just does it and he doesn't like complain about it. Or he'll just like, I want to make the house nicer. So like he's a really good like ambitious like person. He's like a self-starter. He'll figure it out himself. Really like smart in that sense. Ooh, favorite feature.
I can't say it on camera. No, I'm kidding. You go first.
Your lips. I always joke he has Kylie Jenner lips.
Mine
But they're
are
natural,
real.
yeah. His are natural.
Beautiful eyes.
Oh, my eyes.
Her eyelashes.
My eyelash.
Her smile, her teeth, her lips, her.
You can go on and on.
I
but
could
just
go on and on. But I'd say one thing, I'd say everything.
Oh, that's a good one. Funny thing too, like right after we met each other, like we're like texting like from the day we met, and we're both saying like, oh, I love your like green eyes. And we saw each other on our first date, and we're like, you have brown eyes. Like I don't know, we're like colorblind that day.
It was dark.
I'm not
We
really.
were hungry. No.
Okay. I've been waiting for this one. Most annoying habits. I'll let you go first. I already know.
I already know
Lotion.
mine, yeah. At night, like all you hear is pumping lotion. Sometimes she'll drop it, it'll make a loud noise in our, what's it called, our bed.
Bed frame or headboard.
Headboard.
It has like a little shelf.
Like
yeah.
it'll wake me up. I'm like, it's like just lotion up after you shower, like before you go to sleep.
I don't know why I always have to put lotion on before bed, and like I won't wake up, so I like kind of like go behind, and I'm like, I'll knock everything over. At one
point, like sometimes she'll do it for like 5 minutes straight, and I'm like,
no,
yes, and I'm like, okay, like I don't mean I don't want to be rude and be mean and be like, stop, but
Ron, stop.
But yeah, her lotion, it's.
What else?
Listen. But when I say that, I mean like
no man tells me what to do.
But when I say like, oh, you don't listen, I mean like I try to
help me,
help her, like, you know.
That's me.
And she didn't take my advice. I'm like, oh, okay.
That's me being difficult.
But it's like at the end, not like I was right. So it's like when I say that she doesn't listen, it's like when I try to help her out with things. So don't take it out of context, people.
I'm taking it out of context. Okay, most annoying habits about Ernie. Number 1, he snores. He used to snore like frequently when he used to date, but now I'm just like, oh my gosh, like I recorded him this morning. I woke up at 7:17. It's Saturday. I want to sleep in, so I recorded him, and he goes, I'm breathing. I'm like, no, you're snoring. The second thing is sometimes like when I drive, he'll be like, oh, why don't you go in that lane? Like you can go faster. Oh, I would have parked there. I'm like, don't be a backseat driver. Like let me do my thing. Cause when we go in his car, I'm just like chilling, like on my phone. Driver. No, I mean, I just, unless you're gonna like get into an accident or something, I just like mind my own business. I'm chilling. Sometimes I try to cook healthy meals. He's like, I need more, I need meat. I'm like, oh my gosh, it's just one meal out of the month or like twice a month. I'll try and do like salads or something. I'm just like, you'll be fine.
Salads for dinner. Then one day she just fed me a bowl of vegetables.
Okay, it was like a stir fry and I'm making it and I'm like, where's like the noodles or like the meat? It didn't have any, so I just, my bad. Favorite thing about each other?
Everything.
Be specific.
Like a very motivated person, ambitious, smart, cute, sexy.
Oh my gosh. I like that Ernie, he does it. Like I don't have to like nag him. He just does it without complaining. Like he goes to me like with stores, even though I know he does not like going to multiple like Dollar Trees with me while I just like look down every single aisle. Like he's just like truly like there with me, and we're both like on the same page with things. I like how he's good with his finances. We are both like very like mature for our age, and he's just like on the same page with me.
We're the best traveling people.
Oh yeah, we do not fight when we travel. Like some people, like they get into it with their partners. Like and I have the same expectations, like where we want to go, how much money we want to spend. We're not like, oh, that costs too much. Like, you know, we're very like mindful like what each other wants to do. So like even if I'm not like the most excited for a place and he wants to go, I'm gonna go for him and support him. Like with me, he's gonna go and support me. So I think honestly we just have like a really good like foundation. Like we really are like really good like best friends and like
peanut butter and jelly.
Yeah. So like I'm just glad like we're on the same page with things, you know, aside from the snoring and driving. Like you really don't. Weeks ago I was like, I'm actually not annoyed to be around you 24/7. Like there is a time like we even work together, we live together, we're with each other like 24/7. Like I don't get annoyed by spending time with him.
Partner in crime.
True. I mean we don't commit crimes so. How long have we been together? So it will be 6 years this year on June 17th. We met June 17th, 2016. And married for 3 years on June 15th of this year. I don't know, I find this one so funny. Favorite place to shop together? Dollar
Costco.
Tree. I'm kidding. I know it's not Dollar Tree. Yeah, I'd probably say Costco.
As you get older,
it's
you're gonna
fun.
realize that Costco's lit.
It is.
You're gonna be surprised. The deals, the things they have,
the clothes.
Just trust us. I mean, maybe not now, but in the future.
They're like, do you want to check out Costco?
You just go to Costco instead of going to clubs or bars. I was like, I'm going to Costco.
Well, we go to.
Well, we go to
yeah.
breweries.
Breweries, wineries.
Yeah, wineries. But I mean, Costco's.
The samples,
yeah,
lit.
It's pretty cool. I'd recommend if you don't have a Costco membership or Costco near you, just try to sneak in or go to someone that does have one and just check it out. You're gonna be blown away. Well,
that is the end of our Q&A for today. We did get a lot of questions, so there will be a part two. So stay tuned. And if you haven't already, please hit the subscribe button down below. Also, give this video a thumbs up. Be sure to turn on notifications. I upload every Wednesday and Saturday. And I'll see you all in part 2. Bye, everyone.